everybody, I'm Robert Storms. Next to me, you know her, you love her, Goshen from YouTube.
What's up?
We are here in Miami at SuperCon, and today we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Super, what I am expecting from the show, what I'm looking forward to from the show, and Goshen's thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. So I'm going to let you go ahead and start it off.
Okay, well, first I want to ask, what do you see in Super? I guess, where Dragon Ball is important,
well, first of all,
good, bad, you know?
First of all, I'm glad they got another series coming out. However, I'm a little disappointed that it's taking place before the World Martial Arts Tournament after the Buu Saga. So Pan isn't born, from what I understand, yet, and Oob isn't born yet, or maybe he's born, but Goku hasn't met him yet. To me, I thought it would have been great just to start after the World Tournament. That way we can go ahead and negate GT, which they kind of already negated GT with the Super Saiyan God form, which I don't have a problem with. I'm glad they changed the hair color to blue and whatnot. I think it's a great idea, but I would love to see a Dragon Ball Z series with today's animation standard, because even when Dragon Ball Z came out, for us it was late 90s, 2000s. It was actually in Japan in the early 90s.
Right.
So it had that old style anime that a lot of people don't really understand. But I'm glad to see it with the new anime style. I want to see where it goes, but I want it to extend longer past the World Martial Arts Tournament and then negate GT. I want to see what GT should have been that they didn't.
Well, with me, I also am a bit disappointed that I did not start, where the last episode left off. Because, I think all of us really wanted to see what would have happened from that time. And for me, I'm not so, against GT. I think it's alright. But I think it's alright. But, I don't mind the fact that they would, wipe it out. I don't mind that. But I also don't mind it. But, it did kind of annoy me that they really just left off after Buu, They started it after Buu, and I was like, oh, so Goku and Trunks are still kids, and
that's an issue
about it, And did they do this series? Is after Battle Gods?
Yes.
And
it takes, from what I understand, it takes place after Resurrection of Frieza.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It takes place after those two movies, but before the World Martial Arts
Tournament. Right, that's what I heard.
That's the time.
I was a little confused about that. Is it after the first movie, before the second? But I expect. Hopefully a lot of good things from it. I know a lot of fans are kind of iffy about it, but hey, any new Dragon Ball Z series, I'm up for it, as long as they keep things right.
Yeah.
Not go off to some craziness, you know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing, I haven't at least found out how many episodes it's going to be. I don't know. I haven't heard a count of how many episodes. At least when Kai came out, they said it's going to be 100 episodes. And it was successful, so they did the Buu Saga afterward, which we haven't got released in America yet. So I haven't heard an episode count for Super, but I'm hoping that it is successful like Kai. They're going to extend it, maybe get past the World Martial Arts Tournament, which is kind of weird, because if you do that, then in order to watch the show consecutively, if you want to marathon the show in order, and you have someone who doesn't watch Dragon Ball Z, after the Buu Saga, you gotta say, okay, pause, now go watch Super, then go, okay, now we're watching the World Tournament, go past. So it's just confusing that way. They should have started after the World Tournament. And as for GT had a lot of great ideas. They were executed completely wrong. The baby and the Tuffle story, great idea. Super 17, great idea. The Dragon Ball breaking and splitting into 7 different dragons, great idea. All of it executed so wrong because they focused on too much Trunks, Pan, and Goku. What made Dragon Ball Z successful, and what Super is going to have to do, is make sure you incorporate all the characters. Because even in Dragon Ball Z, toward the end, it was focused mostly on Goku and Vegeta, but they would still cut to the other world to see what Krillin and Chaozu and all them were doing. They would cut to Master Roshi. Even during the Cell Saga, when stuff was getting intense, they cut to Roshi's Island to see what they were doing. We saw Master Roshi twice in GT for a total of maybe 5 minutes.
Right.
In the beginning and in the end. In a 64 episode TV series. You cannot focus on just 3 characters because people are going to get bored of those characters.
Very true.
And that is a major problem that GT did. And Super, I think, because Akira Toriyama is attached to this, he wasn't attached to GT. I think they're going to be able to do it right in Super, but my fingers are crossed and see.
Yeah, me too. I feel like this time it'll be in a way better direction. It'll be executed well. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping because the worst thing that can happen is, it's like GT or like something like that.
They can't. Like I thought GT's animation was fine.
Yeah, it was really nice.
But one, it wasn't based off of manga. Dragon Ball Z was manga based. Okay, so they knew what the story they were gonna tell. This GT didn't have a manga, so they didn't know the story. They were kind of writing it episode by episode, which is another reason why it failed.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You can just tell.
Where hopefully, because Super's got a manga out. I haven't read it. I don't want to be spoiled by anything. But that's a good start. So again, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I don't want to watch the dub or the subtitle version, but I'm probably gonna end up watching it. I might actually get Crunchyroll just to watch it. So yeah. Dragon Ball Z is the only thing I will watch subtitles because I watched the Buu Saga subtitle before it came out in America, so I'm used to it. But any closing statements you want to make?
You see, like me, I am one of the few people that likes Pan.
I love Pan.
A lot of people don't like Pan though.
I love Pan, Videl, and Gohan. I love the whole family.
It's like, in GT they're like, oh, she sucks.
Because that's the way she was written.
It's true.
That's why I was disappointed when they're doing it before the World Tournament. I want to see after the World Tournament so we get to explore Pan the way she should have been explored.
Me too.
So,
see, like that kind of annoys. I hope they do just make a jump and skip ahead. Because I would like to see what happens from there. It would be kind of annoying, I guess, that episode thing, like from the but maybe they'll kind of have that episode or something.
Either that or they could redo that episode.
They redo it with the animation or something.
Yeah.
Because that would make a lot of sense, and I would really love to see
If they could do that whole thing like real quick in one episode, because they did it in they did it in the end of Dragon Ball Z, so they could do it in Super very easily too.
Exactly.
So plus it would help new fans jump in and figure out what the hell's going on. So
yeah, it'd be just dumb to like not have that in there, So that I can't wait. If that's where they're deciding to go with that, I can't wait because I really want to see what happens with that.
So that's our thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And as always, guys, I am Robert Storm with Goshen.
Yes.
And that's our opinion.
Peace.